Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to a channel update. This channel update being on November 26th, 2022. I apologize if it's not on that date though. I tried to record this a couple times and got a little bit choked up on the last time I tried to record this. I'll explain why in just a moment. Um, I have a story that I would like to talk to you guys about, and it has to do with Thanksgiving just passed and why I said what I was thankful for was being alive. And I literally meant that as bluntly as I could have said it. I am literally thankful for being alive and thankful for, of course, everyone that's in my life that I think a lot of. I love my wife and that kind of thing, but I literally meant I'm alive. This story might take me a few minutes to tell. It's got a lot of details to it that I'm going to try to make maybe a little bit simplified just for the video here because good storytelling comes with the flow, and I'm not really that great of a storyteller. But if you guys would like to stick around for a few, hear my story, especially if you've been a follower of mine for a bit, and you were around at this time and maybe remember me talking about this. I even talked about it on a live stream at one point. But anyway, the story starts off last year, about a week before Thanksgiving. We were going to adopt, and we did, a doggo. His name is Frankie. I wanted a companion for my other dog. Her name is Hope. I didn't like the fact that she was alone all the time. Especially when me and my wife were off working or doing other things. We had just moved last year, and we were busy going back and forth between the old house and the new house. And she's kind of Hope would just kind of sit there some days, and I would just look over at her like, I don't like this. You need a friend. And we found Frankie, and unfortunately they were going to euthanize him. And I was like, why are they going to euthanize him? Well, he was a pit mix, but he's not aggressive in the slightest. I've never heard the dog even bark or growl, and it's a year later, guys. Um, we went to visit Frankie, and he was exactly what I thought. Friendly as could be. He was so skinny that it was horrific. So we put our application in, to get Frankie, and we had to wait. We go grocery shopping because you got to grocery shop for food. And we got home, and I noticed my throat. It's sore. It's hurting. It almost feels like a flamethrower in my throat. Quite literally, that burning feeling when you think you're coming down with like a cold or like a sore throat. Well, the night goes on, and we're watching anime, and we're just kind of chilling. I don't really remember what we were watching. It was probably Boruto, Naruto, The Next Generations. Um, and I tell my wife, I'm like, my throat is just absolutely just murdering me. Like, what is this? And my wife is a nurse. She's been a nurse for a long time, and she works at a hospital. So she knows what she's doing. And so she tells me the stuff that I need to go through, what I need to drink, like water, and I need to, hydrate myself. And, she's telling me like maybe I can take like a cough drop or some medicine or something to kind of like just soothe the throat, relax. We had a long day, that kind of thing. Good stuff. Solid advice. We go to bed and go to sleep. The next day comes, and my throat is hurting so bad when I wake up. I tried to swallow, and I could not. I just, I don't know what the hell I can't explain the feeling. I go to the bathroom, and I get I think my phone flashlight, and I look, and my tonsils are so swollen that I have maybe like this much space between the tonsils that they're almost touching, which is insane. And I can't hardly like breathe or swallow, and it's like the most uncomfortable feeling ever. So we called my doctor, and at the time, it was just last year, 2021, pandemic, that kind of thing still going on. I couldn't get in to see the doctor. It was swamped. I mean, it was like I feel bad for the guys over there working, like all the guys and gals over there working in the hospital. I couldn't get in, and my doctor never called me back. So I start running a really horrific fever. I mean, it was really up there. I don't really know the exact number. I think it was like 104. It was pretty high. It was horrible, but it was consistent. No matter what we did, no matter what kind of medicine I would take or anything, I got in some ice water in the bathtub, and that was the only thing that like froze it out of me, and I felt a little bit better. Um, but then the next day, I started noticing on my hands and on my feet and just kind of a little bit of everywhere, um, these little red bumps. And I immediately thought that it was chickenpox, but I know what chickenpox looked like, and this was not chickenpox. This was a thing called scarlet fever. And though it's not deadly, it can also cause a fever, hence the name. And these bumps were so painful that I couldn't use my hands. I couldn't hardly bend my arms. I couldn't move my legs hardly, and my feet. Guys, I would show you a picture of what this looked like because I took a picture of it because it was so freaking messed up. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to gross out my audience of like a picture of the bottom of my foot. But I have the picture and I looked at it the other day and it was right before Thanksgiving and it made me just realize how thankful I am today for being alive. And I still have to say that as the story continues. Um, and it also is what made me want to tell this story. I couldn't walk for days. I mean, guys, I'm talking like a week, maybe longer. Uh, I was stuck in the bed, like quite literally writhing in pain. Can't swallow, can't hardly eat. I can't drink hardly anything, and I can't move. So I'm an incapacitated vegetable. I feel like I just I can't do anything. A day or two goes by. My wife is sick. She came down with COVID. I came down with COVID as well, right on top of it. So now she's really bad off sick. We're quarantining away from each other in the house. Can't see each other. That way we don't spread, back and forth or anything like that. She's no longer working. I'm no longer working. And the depression kicks in because now we can't really see each other without swapping germs back and forth, even worse than it ever could have been. And on top of this, guys, we got Frankie. He's at home now. He's with Hope. I'm dying to just like watch them play together and enjoy the house, but could not because now I'm sick. And incidentally, as soon as Frankie's home, the next day she's sick. So now we have COVID. She can't taste. I can't taste. I start having this horrific, just burning, and I mean intense burning in my chest. I can't function. So now I'm also having breathing issues. And the post COVID symptoms is coughing. So I'm coughing with this like horrific, just like right in the throat, like strep throat, just white looking crap all over my tonsils. It was a mess. And this lasted for over 2 weeks, 2 more weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. Hell, yeah, about 3 weeks after this started. So we've missed Thanksgiving at this point. And it's like maybe like a week before Christmas, as soon as the scarlet fever, the COVID, and just the strep throat and all that stuff started going down, I was so drained and lost weight and was weak that I missed Christmas too. Guys, I I think in life I was meant to die right there. I really do think I was meant to die, but I didn't. And honestly, that being pretty much the end of the story, we eventually got better and post symptoms eventually went away. But that's why I said the cliche this year of what was I thankful for Thanksgiving, for being alive and my family and friends and obviously the food and all that stuff for Thanksgiving. And I appreciated the obvious things, but I'm thankful that I'm here. So that's the end of the story. If you guys listened to the whole thing, thank you very much. I'm going to move on to the normal part of the channel update now. But for those of you that had Thanksgiving as well, North America up here, like, that's where I'm at. I hope you guys had a great one as well. And I know I absolutely loved Thanksgiving this year, and I'm looking forward to Christmas so much. And hopefully, no sickness this year. All right, so on to the next thing. I'm sorry that took me so long. I'll try to maybe make it like shorter if I can. But the next thing I'd like to talk about is I started up my next walkthrough, which is Mega Man Legends 100%. And hopefully I don't forget anything. I'm sure somebody might point out if I do. And I don't remember. I do not remember the quest lines in order or when they activate and that kind of thing because it's been so long since I've done 100%. But it's gonna be one hell of a good time figuring it out and recording it and getting into the lore and the bonds and just upgrading weapons and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be I hope it's going to be an awesome walkthrough, and I'm enjoying it absolutely so much so far. So if you guys want to check out Mega Man Legends, cards are probably somewhere on the video. I don't even know which side that's supposed to be on. I think it's like right up there. So go check out some Mega Man Legends. It's all on a playlist, and thank you very much for everyone who has been watching it so far. That actually leads into the next part of my YouTube content. So I've started doing some YouTube shorts. I don't know how often that I'm going to do them, but I feel like they're a pretty decent variety. And I know if it's a little bit different than my normal content, but they're short and sweet. They're up to about a minute long, and I'm going to showcase like my favorite moments of like some of my favorite video games or some like stupid moments during my playthroughs or whatever. So if you guys are interested in checking out any of my YouTube shorts, short form content, YouTube now did something really awesome. There's like a videos tab, a shorts tab, a live tab, a community tab, all that kind of thing. So you guys won't have like my main video page being flooded with any sort of like YouTube shorts or something like that. So yeah, pretty much just wanted to touch upon that a little bit. Speaking of tabs, if you guys want to keep up with my little posts that I put up every once in a while in the community tab, they're just catered towards my content, or like if I do polls or something like that, or if I when I ask a question or like promote a video that I've put out or something, you guys check out the community tab. Feel free to talk in there, comment or whatever, doesn't matter. That's what it's for. Lastly, on the YouTube part of like their features, I want to try out some YouTube streaming. I think that sounds like fun. I'm used to streaming on Twitch whenever I do actually stream over there, which has been a long time now. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying out a YouTube live stream. Would you guys be interested in just hanging out and watching me play something chill? I've been thinking about playing this one right here, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They have some new tracks, and I have that season pass thing or whatever. Thinking about checking out some more of the new tracks. I have played them all, but only once, I believe. And I want to try them out in like an online setting, and I think it'd be hilarious to watch me get bodied by children. So yeah, I think that would be a pretty interesting live stream if you guys would like to, watch me make a fool out of myself. All right, on to casual gaming. So I've been busy. So not a whole lot of gaming, but there was, Pokemon Legends Arceus. That me and my wife have been playing. Sonic Frontiers is actually a notable one. We have not been able to play it a whole lot, but we're, finally in the open world part. We're like collecting the hearts and all that stuff, checking out some of the overworld bosses, doing the cyberspace levels, ranking the crap out of them when we can, because some of them are a little bit difficult. I know the infamous 1-2 was that was like 55 seconds or something like that. We finally nailed it. That was pretty cool. Sonic Frontier so far is a pretty great game. Moving on, because I believe that's all the casual gaming we did. Not a whole lot. We have been, however, watching some good old anime. We finished up Rurouni Kenshin, and now we're watching Inuyasha. Of course. Like, back to back, those two. Like, we went on ahead. We're like 93 episodes or 94 episodes in. We're getting ready to watch the second movie. Yes, we binge watch the crap out of anime. Other than that, we've just been watching like just some Disney shorts. Like there was a new thing that I think it was new. My wife showed it to me, so I don't know if it was new. Like short stories based off of Zootopia. We watched those on Disney Plus, and just a couple of movies. Like we've been watching the Alien and Predator movies. I think we're almost done with those. We have like the new one called Prey to watch still. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all of this channel update, guys. I've went over about everything that I can think of. And I guess in the end here, I would like to thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try my best to post up quality content if I can. Uh, Schedule still Tuesday and Thursday. I'm trying to maintain those days. I know that this video here is not going to be on one of those days because I got to inject this in somewhere. And all the social media stuff down there. Let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you next time.